Hello, welcome to my ADI Part 3 series where I get all the answers about the tests from an ex-ADI enforcement officer, the people who will conduct your Part 2, Part 3 and standards check tests. I've put 16 of the most burning questions that both PDIs and ADIs ask about the test, and in this video I ask the question: if I take a full license holder to my Part 3 test, do I need to cover the L plates? So they've told you got a full license holder, but they're in a school car with L plates, so you're going to ask them to get them covered up?
Yes. That's one I often have to educate a lot of people on, actually. I have to say, and if it was a car like this one that's unmarked, it's really easy, because I just say literally just stick them off and put them in the boot or something. But most driving schools, I've seen over the years, just a piece of white tape over the L, or a driving school local to here used to just put black electrical tape sort of in a cross over the L. That's sufficient, as long as it's clear to the public that this is not a learner vehicle in current use.
And just as you've said that, I've got another question that does come up quite a lot about got a full license holder, they have their own car, they're looking to improve because they've just passed their test, but they turn up in a school car. Okay. What are your thoughts about? Are you indifferent?
It doesn't. It's indifferent. It doesn't really make a difference. I do. If it's a school car, I sort of then think, oh, maybe if they've just come from university, they probably haven't got a car themselves, or maybe it's not sufficient for us all to fit in. That's often the case.
As an examiner, what's your view if the lessons delivered in a private car, in the pupil's own car, without the dual controls, just a pair of L plates, or if they're a full license holder?
That's a good question. If it's
I mean, I know it's not your preference, because you're just
this is where this is where I think it's more on a human level rather than an examiner level. Personally, I've been in cars which with no control, and it's been phenomenally good. And then I've had the reverse of that, so I am a bit indifferent to it. But yeah, if it's a full license holder, it is often the case that they'll bring their own vehicle and will be teaching in that vehicle. And I don't ask any questions about insurance or anything, because at the very beginning you tick a box to say the car's insured for the test. If you've ticked that box and then something happens, I'm now, you've ticked that box, you've taken ownership of that. So that's, I don't ask any questions. You don't need to show me any documentation. And also currently when we take the registration plate, it tells us if the car's MOT'd and other details and things. So we can, and I have had one or two people where I've said, I'm really sorry, but your car hasn't actually got an MOT. And then look at you and sort of say, okay, what can we do? And I went, well, you need to book a slot and go. That's unfortunately that's what you've got to do. Very rare, but it does happen. But with it's a learner, and this is me speaking as a person now, if it's a learner and they're in their own car, I'll look at things like, has it got a manual handbrake? How far away from the passenger seat is the steering wheel? How much control could this human being actually have to recover this vehicle if needed? That's what my mind's going to.
At a human level, you want to go home.
I want to be okay. I want to know if something happens that I mean, like your lovely car. This would make me worried if you were a learner and this was a teacher.
It's the handbrake,
because the handbrake's over there. There is really very little I could do. In fact, actually, it'd probably be safer. One person, when I was training, said to me, "If you really get nervous, trust the car." And that actually stuck with me. And so now if I got in a car like this one, I think, well, I trust this car. Maybe the humans driving it maybe put me at risk, but I know that if push comes to shove, this car will protect me. It's quite safe. If it's an older car, I've got 2 for 2. I've got a learner driver driving it and potentially more risk. So, but that's personal. Judgment wise, it is what it is. Yeah.
Very good.